What's up, y'all, and thanks for stopping by the Surge T channel. I am Surge T, and tonight in my video, I will be doing my rundown and thoughts on NXT UK for 30th of September 2021. Let's get to it. Mustache Mountain kicks off things and are in a tag team, or they're in tag team action against Oliver Carter and Ashton Smith. And during the course of the match, which was pretty physical, I liked this tag team match. Both teams gelled very well, had good chemistry there, and I'm really becoming a fan more and more of Ashton Smith and Oliver Carter. Oliver Carter is a standout. Does amazing stuff when he did a singles match. I forgot who was against, but man, he did really well. I believe it was against Tio Man, if I'm not mistaken. But really good singles competitor as well. But during the course of this match, Symbiosis came down, looking to distract actually both teams. They had issues with both guys, all four men in the ring. And while they're there, they are soon confronted by the Bomber Dave Mastiff and his partner Jack Stars. They brawl, they get into it. You see Oliver Carter and Ashton Smith take turns going over the top rope and taking out everybody down on the floor. And I love it that all hell broke loose and seen the melee brawl ensue. And we then see that well, he tried doing it at first, but then the Mustache Mountain were able to hit that springboard where you see Tyler Bate kind of do like a Superman thing off of the ropes, and then he spins around and then he connects with a clothesline, and then we see a Snapdragon suplex by not Tyler Bate, by Trent Seven, and then Mustache Mountain win this match, and they are really proving themselves that they definitely are or should be in the talks of being the next contenders for the tag team titles currently held by Pretty Deadly. Now, Ginny and Amelia McKenzie have some words, and it seems Ginny doesn't think much of McKenzie, and well, feelings mutual. And while this goes on, we see that all the while the women's champ who is training and who is working out with her student, her protege, Amelia McKenzie, the women's champion herself, Miko Satomura, and doesn't say anything. She kind of looks at Jenny. I thought she would say something, but they pretty much just continued their training. And Jenny kind of picking her next person to pick on. And that's Amelia McKenzie. So I can't wait to that match because I like both women. Amelia McKenzie really is someone who's really grown a lot in the ring, and well, she's being trained by Miko Satomura. She did also trained in Japan as well, so I believe that's where her relationship with the Miko Satomura started. Her teacher student type of thing. So we'll see what happens with that coming up. Now Nina Samuels, she interrupts the interview with Mastiff and Stars, Dave Mastiff and Jack Stars. We're going to be asked. They were asked, and they were going to talk about why, what happened out there with Symbiosis and like that. And then she makes it about herself. She's saying this is the debut of her show, and I'm thinking, why is she like a arrogant, cocky heel type of a feel to her? But then yet, didn't she get taken out by Blair Davenport? She brings Blair Davenport up, but it's like, really? Now come on, like I don't know. You know how she is. It's the Nina Samuel show. She's all about being the first lady of NXT UK. So I guess why not? She's gonna act this way, and that's actually her character. I don't think she's gonna be a babyface. But as long as Brad Davenport is in her face and all these other women, they're gonna have to bind. What's that word? They're gonna have to come together and take out Blair Davenport. But let's move on to a very fun match, a match that I enjoyed very much, a ladies division match, and it was Dani Luna versus Cy Brookside, and last week Cy Brookside actually challenged Dani Luna, and we're gonna see power versus speed and technical prowess. So it's power versus speed and technical prowess. Now, I love the way this match was all about reversals and the transitions at the outset. And then we see high offensive moves, And both women looking to set the pace, but Luna really establishing her dominance with power and really stopping any momentum from Zaya Brookside and stopping her technical ability and athleticism. Really no match for her, although I saw a lot of good stuff from Zaya Brookside. A lot of athleticism, a lot of stuff that training under her father and others. Her father, Robert Bobby Brookside, one of the greatest wrestlers in British history, British wrestling history, I should say. And then in this match, Power does win out in the end. Danny Luna delivers looked like a world's strongest slam, and then she deadlifts Brookside from a kneeling position as she delivers a fallaway slam. And it finally delivers a powerbomb from the fireman's carry position. And like I said, man, what a fun, highly competitive match. And these two ladies brought it. And all I say is well done. But not well done for Zaya Brookside's attitude. When Danny Luna reached out her hand, Zaya Brookside just slaps it away and rolls out of the ring. And I can't say it's because of her youth and that she's still green. I mean, I think she's been in the industry for some time, that to the point where I don't think that she knows that it's better not to be like that. But she looks like she was somebody who's frustrated. She wanted to win. She actually is the one that challenged Danny Brookside, not Danny Brookside, Danny Luna. And of course, if you call somebody out and if they end up punking you and pulling your punk card, it doesn't look too good. Now, yeah, the recap of Blair Davenport and her devastation and destruction, and Stevie Turner demands Davenport be reinstated. Why? So that she will be the one to stop her, and then there would be no reason to suspend her ever again. But Siskala tells her that he's going to discuss it with Johnny Saint, the general manager of NXT UK, and take her request under consideration. You better not delay it too long there, because Siskala, if you continue to delay it, what's going to continue to happen. So hopefully he makes a decision by next week. Now, Sam Gradwell complaining about Mark Andrews and saying, Sam Gradwell saying that he was there first. And then it's like, did he complain about the same thing with Trent Seven? Are they finally at the point now in NXT UK that they're going to rinsing and repeating storylines? He's talking about Mark Andrews and his lifestyle with subculture, and then talks about his skateboard. And in comes Mark Andrews with that skateboard and pretty much introduces Sam Gradwell's head and face to that skateboard. Hello, let me introduce you to my friend. And pretty much to get into a brawl, and it has to be broken up by the officials, the referees. So let's see what goes on with that. If that's even going to be something, a feud or whatever. Now, Josh Morrell is in action, but who is it against? Well, it's against Charlie Dempsey, the son of William Regal, and as Nigel said, a real throwback, following the tradition of Billy Robinson and of course his father William Regal. Now, with his training under these men and the style he incorporates, Dempsey utilized some rather unique offense and submissions to wear down Morrell, who was no match for the submission hold that started as a double wrist lock into an armbar and then hooked into a toe hold, and then he made his opponent's feet and hands meet. It looked really, really painful. I felt it. I got back issues. I got leg issues. I'm like, I would have tapped before he even put my hand and foot together. But this guy kind of held in there, and he took that part of the thing. It was like a form of a bow and arrow. That's what Nigel said, and I kind of agree. I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually the move that I was thinking. And whatever was named, it saw him tap Josh Morrell. Good effort on his part. He stuck in there. He held in there. But I tell you, much like his father, Charlie Dempsey is a man that to be feared on the mat. Remember when William Regal would always be a person's opponent, and you knew that you're going to be wrapped up and twisted into all kinds of holds and stuff like that. You're going to look like a pretzel by the end of the match. And Charlie Dempsey really is someone that all of us are going to keep our eyes on, because this guy is money. This guy could be a future NXT UK champion when the time comes. Now, we saw Dragunov, the current NXT UK champion, and A-Kid, the challenger. And both men bring their intensity, you know, to this match. I mean, to this face-off, giving each other their props, knowing where they come from. A-Kid, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did have a shot at Walter before. I could be mistaken, but I believe that happened. And we all know the history of Ilya Dragunov and Walter. Now, the one thing that I totally just opened my eyes, like what, when A-Kid was talking to Ilya Dragunov, he said that I'm thinking he's stealing a line from somebody when he said to Ilya Dragunov that he's going to give him three options during the match to either tap, snap, or nap. Didn't I hear Shayna Baszler say that? Or was it a different word? Tap, snap, and something else. But I think that's what she said. I don't know, man. Is already running out of catchphrases or things like that, and giving the existing ones to, I mean, a lot of times these guys' phrases and their names and all that stuff is property of WWE, so I guess they can throw it and give it to anybody, you know. But that's no joke, because he will do that to Ilya Dragunov if he's not if he's not like careful. And on the heels of that, Dragunov states that it's not about technical ability, but pain, and he has to put A-Kid down. And he apologizes, "I'm sorry, but I have to put you down." And in the end, he said that you're nothing but a kid. Kind of a play on his name, right? A-Kid. And well, he's a guy that's a former Heritage Cup champion for the inaugural one, and he put Rampage Brown and the other guy, Nathan Fraser. He put them, took them to the limit, and he outlasted both of them, and deserves this title shot. He earned it. So, Ilya Dragunov, he also called himself again the Czar. Yes, you are. You took down the Ring General, but do you think you're gonna take down A-Kid that easily? You got to bring your A game to this one as well. And I'm pretty sure he is. I'm not saying he's not going to, but I'm pretty sure he's going to. Now, Noam Dar, he has no respect for the British legends that inspired the Heritage Cup, and why we see the Heritage Cup rules and all that. This is a type of match that has been going on for long, maybe even longer, even before these two were born. It's a tradition. It seems like he kind of he has no respect. He's spitting on that tradition. But Wolfgang, he does respect the British legends. He does respect those that came before him. And then both men, they make no bones of what they intend to do as they enter next week in the Heritage Cup number one contender tournament finals. And who will come out on top? I'm pulling for not Walter. I wonder where he's been, but I'm pulling for Wolfgang. And I want to see that physicality, take that physicality to the champ there, Tyler Bate. And we'll see. It'll be a good match with Noam Dar as well, because they all match up, in the technical wise and athleticism and all that. But Walter, I'm saying Walter. Wolfgang ain't no slouch in that department either. Now, next week, there was announced that Ginny and Amelia McKenzie will face off. And then Sam Gradwell and Mark Andrews will also have a match as well. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to Ginny and Amelia more than Sam Gradwell and Mark Andrews. Sam Gradwell has the size, he has the look, he has the height and everything like that to make him an imposing person. But they keep putting him in these want to cry like a baby what about me type of situations. Like, yeah, we got it. You were there right when Trent Seven and some of these others who are the veterans of NXT UK, yeah, you were there. But what have you done lately? You know, that's the saying. You know, what have you done for me lately? Come on, that's even a Janet Jackson song, okay? you know. But now let's go to the main event. The Iron King, Joe Coffey. He goes 1-on-1 with the Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin. And I gotta say, this match will be physical to say the least. I love these guys. These two dudes are really, really just bangers, man. They really, really take it to the opponent. If your opponent, if you're going to be the opponent of Joe Coffey or the opponent of Jordan Devlin, you better be able to take it on the chin. You may be able to take some stiff shots. You better be willing to lose a tooth, lose a limb if you face the other. And I like the match. It went back and forth. Jordan Devlin really is a guy that's deceptively strong. Maybe a lot of that's technique, but at the same time, he definitely has gone face to face and punch for punch for a lot of guys, even guys that are bigger than him. Joe Coffey outweighs him by a little, but he's the bigger guy in this match, and he took everything that he threw his way. Joe Coffey a little cocky sometimes, and he was doing all these things, and it's just like Jordan Devlin gave it back to him. Jordan Devlin was probably more cocky than anyone really. I mean, the way he kept doing the whole arm folding thing, and when Joe Coffey was face down on the mat, he steps on him, and and I mean, you got to do that too, to what do you call it, to Mr. Coffey there, I mean, come on now. And then in the end, Gallus, they kind of got involved. We saw Mark Coffey with the coat on. The jacket of Jordan Devlin. He even had his glasses on. He gets distracted, and so does Wolfgang. Wolfgang kind of holds Joe Coffey's legs so that Jordan Devlin couldn't pull him into the ring. And then in the end, we see him do that thing where he's like, what do you call it, the Glasgow kiss or something like that. But he's from one corner of the ring, and he just sails to the other side, hits Jordan Devlin with the what's that, a flying headbutt, and then sets him up for the he does that that spinning lariat, and nearly decapitates the Irish Ace, and that's enough to secure the victory. And like I said, it didn't hurt that he had his Gallus buddies there to give him a little bit of a help. And why not? You got your guys there. Why not? Everybody was a faction. Everybody was a group. They always rely on a little help from their friends. So why not, right? And then Nigel McGuinness was pitching a fit, but hey, he probably would be all for it if his if the people, if the two, if Pretty Deadly, who he's such a fanboy for, if they did it, he would be applauding them, right? But anyway, I enjoyed NXT UK. I always do. Sometimes there's a minor bump here and there, but really it's one person, or not really the whole show. The whole show is always great. The feel, just the pacing of it, the booking, I love it. It's always different people. Most of the time, it changes every week. You don't see the same people every week, and I like that because it kind of keeps it fresh. You're not just around or centered around the same five people, you know. But yeah, I like this episode. I thought it was great. Everybody did well, and I'm looking forward to next week. And also seeing that A Kid, Ilya Dragunov, championship match when it happens. It's gonna be great. Well, that's my video. So for those of you who stopped by and checked it out, I appreciate it. And in closing, as always, take care.